Hey guys, so today we're checking out the Baja Design Squadron R Sport Amber LED Fog Light Pocket Kit, fitting all 2012 and newer Toyota Tacomas. So if you're a fan of the yellow fog light look and you're in search of a set of high quality lights that are going to achieve that, then this is going to be an awesome choice to take a look into. Now, not only will the yellow light help with styling, but yellow lighting is actually incredibly beneficial when it comes to better visibility when going off-road, as well as for inclement weather. Now, these fog lights will be a direct replacement to your factory fog lights and will come with all of the brackets and the hardware in order to install them, but they will significantly increase the performance as well as the styling in comparison to your factory fogs. Now, getting into the details of the light, these are going to be very well built, to say the least, with a hard-coated polycarbonate lens on the front, which will be impact resistant, perfect for holding up against any kick up on the street or branches off-road. This will also have an aluminum housing. It is going to be cast aluminum, and it's going to have a nice black finish on it, which will protect the aluminum from any corrosion. These will be incredibly tough and create a very nice seal up against that lens. Now, I also like the fact that this will have a ring on the front. This is going to be part of the housing, and it's also going to have stainless steel hardware to give it a riveted look. Just that added tough styling that you may want out of a fog light, these are going to have them. Not to mention, this will come with stainless steel hardware and brackets to make sure that these are going to hold up in your front bumper for a long period of time. Not to mention, these are also going to be IP69 rated, which is a lot higher than the standard, being that these are completely waterproof and submersible up to 9 feet. So if you do take your truck off-road a lot, if you live in a wetter area where off-road to you looks like a lot of mud and puddles, these are definitely going to hold up, and the LEDs inside are going to be very protected. Now, when it comes to lighting performance on these, this is going to be very impressive in comparison to some other choices, including the Squadron SAE option by Baja Designs. Now, these will both achieve 3,150 lumens. That's going to include 4 LEDs per light, and that 3,150 lumens is going to be for each light as well. So these are going to be incredibly bright. Now, the amber light will also have a longer wavelength than a white light, which will reduce any glare and will have less light bouncing back at you. So overall, this is going to give you a ton of performance and is also going to offer a very tough build and a really good look at the same time. Now, when it comes to price, these are going to come in at roughly $400. And when comparing these to others in the category, they may sit higher in price, but also in strength and lighting performance. Now, other choices in the category may be set up a little bit differently with white LEDs instead of the amber that you see here, which are still a great option, but if you prefer the performance that an amber light has to offer, these will be the better choice. These will also have one of the highest lumen outputs, as well as waterproof ratings and even impact ratings in the category, making this for the Tacoma owner looking for the best of the best when it comes to fog lighting. Now, when we're talking about install, this is going to be a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour to get the job done. And one of our installers here is going to walk you through that process step by step. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
Tools used for today's install: cordless impact, ratchet, short extension, 4mm Allen key, 4mm Allen socket, 10mm socket, Phillips head screwdriver, or a plastic removal tool, test light, and a flashlight. What's going on, guys? I'm going to be going over the installation process for your fog lights. Let's get started. All right, so this isn't a step that's absolutely necessary, but we're going to do it for filming purposes. Also, it is a little easier to access your fog lights, but we're going to remove the grill. I'm going to start on that right now. So to get the grill off, we're going to have 2 plastic fasteners here and here. We're going to use our removal tool for that, and along with 2 10mm bolts here and here, we're going to use our 10mm socket to remove those. All right, so in order to remove the grill, after all your fasteners are removed, you're just going to pull up on these brackets and pull straight out. All right, now that our grill is removed, we're going to have a lot better access to the fog light. We're going to reach down onto the wiring harness and push that clip back and disconnect the harness from the bulb and bring it around and just set it off like so for right now. All right, now that we have our wiring harness disconnected from the fog light, we are going to remove the Phillips screw using a Phillips screwdriver to remove the fog light assembly. And we're going to do that right now. And this is going to be on the inside portion, or actually rather outside portion. And then once you get that screw out, just gonna turn it inward and pull. That should come right out just like that. All right, so now with the old fog light assemblies being out, we have our new one. This is our driver's side. We have our brackets and our hardware and our tools we're gonna need, 4mm Allen, and I'm gonna show you how to assemble all this right now. All right, so first things first, you wanna make sure that you have the correct side, this being the driver's side. This cover should be facing inward toward the vehicle. We're going to start by mounting the brackets. This bracket is going to go on just like that. You want to make sure that you have your serrated washer on the inside of the bracket before assembling. So we are going to get our hardware, our 4mm bolt, push that through. You might have to play with it a little. And these may be super tight going in because there is going to be Loctite on these. We're using our 4mm Allen key. You can certainly use a socket, Allen socket. It's totally up to you, 100% preference. And you're gonna line it up kind of where you want it, hold it in place, and give it a nice crank. Don't wanna go over tight, but. So now moving to the other side, your bracket's gonna orient just like that. Same thing with the serrated washer. Make sure that is on the inside of the bracket. Took a minute there, but we got it. Again, 4mm Allen key. Run it in to where it's just snug. Position your bracket to where you want it. And one final tighten, make sure you hold that in place. And it's gonna look just like that. And again, this is our driver's side. If you do have any kind of fitment issues at all, they do supply kind of like an adhesive rubberized shim that you can put on here if you do have a little bit of bounce or any kind of play at all. For the sake of the video, we're not gonna do that now. Next step would be to go to the car. All right, now we're gonna mount this back onto the vehicle. Again, this cover facing inward. Always wanna make sure of that. You're gonna just slide these in. Once that's nice and steady, we're gonna get our Phillips screw that we took out, using our Phillips screwdriver to put that back in. You don't have to go crazy tight because they are plastic threads, but just verify, give it a nice little shake, and you are good to go. All right, so we got our original wiring harness for the fog light here. We've already used our test light and found that the green wire is our power wire. We're gonna wanna match that up with the letter B on here. So we're just gonna use, it only goes on one direction. which will be our brown wire. If you tuck that insulation back, you should be able to see that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. It only goes on one way. You wanna hear that variable click. And again, verify that that brown is going to be, see if you can see that there. There's the A and the B, and make sure that that goes into the B slot. You're just gonna push those in till those seals kind of seat. Hold it in place. Push over until it clips. And that is that for that section. All right, so now that our wiring harness is ready, we're gonna just simply connect the two. Waiting for that audible click. And if you want to make yourself feel a little bit more comfortable, you can zip tie this and secure it to something. We're not gonna do that, but you're gonna wanna repeat this exact same process on the other side.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and install of the Baja Design Squadron R Sport Amber LED Fog Light Pocket Kit, fitting all 2012 and newer Toyota Tacomas. For more videos and products just like this, remember to always keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.